What is up, folks? Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon. I bid to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming down for another session of Hot Issue. Hashtag What's for Lunch. Together with me, Mio Adlan, on this glorious Tuesday afternoon. Dan juga untuk mengambil kesempatan, saya ingin mengucapkan kepada semua kaum muslimin dan muslimat selamat Hari Raya Aidil Adha yang disambut secara meriahnya di Malaysia dan juga seluruh dunia hari ini. Dan of course, you know, while you're celebrating your Raya, while you're celebrating your Aidil Adha, we do hope on our side at least that you guys are following SOPs. Okay, jangan buat open house, jangan ajak kawan-kawan datang rumah, jangan buat apa-apa yang melanggar segala SOP. Okay, just stay at home. I know it's difficult, I know it's hard, I know it's different from whatever it is that you are so used to, you know, before in previous years, but well, you do what you have to do in order to survive in this current moment in time. Okay, and of course, for a special edition of Act Now Hot Issue hashtag What's for Lunch, we have our regular correspondent lah korang, kerana apa, dia pun seronok sebenarnya nak kongsikan cerita-cerita dia, nak kongsikan juga pengalaman dia dan juga his own input on what's happening with Malaysia. Now we have Mr. Melvin Lam. What is up, Melvin?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Selamat Hari Raya, and glad to be back. We survived the first show and hope today will be better.
Yes, of course. Surviving the first show is always important. And thank you so much for wishing Malaysians Selamat Hari Raya. Yeah, that's very kind of you.
Oh, yeah, you reminded me.
Okay, Melvin, we have a very interesting show today. We got a couple of topics that we want to address to the public. Kita ada dua topik yang kita nak bawakan kepada orang ramai hari ini. Seperti yang anda sedia maklum, make sure that you guys follow Act Now Facebook, English, Act Now Trooper English di Facebook, and make sure that you guys, siapa yang tengah menonton sekarang ni, make sure you guys share this particular video, as well as, you know, give out comments. Kalau you all ada komen, kalau you all ada soalan, if you have anything that you want to voice out, that you want to share with us, make sure you guys put it in the comment section. Kita akan berada bersama-sama dengan anda setiap hari Isnin sehinggalah ke hari Jumaat pukul 12 tengah hari. Every workday from Monday to Friday, we're going to be with you at 12 p.m. while you're having your lunch. What's for your lunch just now, Melvin? What do you have for lunch? Or have you had your lunch yet?
While you were talking, my neighbor texted me. He's doing me burgers.
Burgers, okay.
Yes, 2 burgers. They're going to do burgers for me. He said, ready with 12:30. He said, just right on time when the show's over.
Just right on time. Well, happy burgers on Hari Raya. If we If we weren't down during MCO, if we're not during this COVID session, I would definitely invite you to come over and have some rendang and lemang as well at my house. But well, what to do? We cannot do that.
It doesn't need to be a raya to celebrate. When the lockdown is over, we need to celebrate.
Mm-hmm. Of course,
celebrate with SOP, strict SOP.
Of course, definitely. Alright, so moving on dengan apa topik yang kita nak cover hari ini, dengan dua hot issue yang kita nak bawakan kepada anda. Isu yang pertama kami nak kongsikan dengan anda adalah berkenaan dengan ministers violating SOPs. Itu yang topik pertama kita nak bawakan kepada anda. As you can see here on the screen, we actually have a few news articles yang kita bawakan anda. First of all, the Kedah MB finally fined for test drive during the COVID-19 lockdown. We also have another story in which that this whole fiasco about the durian party that was happening, there was a bit of chaos that happened. Sekejap dia admit, sekejap dia tak admit, mula-mula dia kata berita lama dan sebagainya. Dan satu lagi juga kita nak highlightkan adalah berkenaan dengan FT Minister, iaitu Tan Sri Amno Musa, that was fined for SOP violent pula dah, violation. But actually this is not the kind of thing, I mean, this is happening more often that we probably would want, isn't it, Melvin? Why is this thing happening sebenarnya?
I guess it's, first of all, I think leadership by example. You are a minister, you should not do this. Of recent, YBKJ also admits it's not a good example. The former Minister of Health also say you all should lead by example. I think if you don't do that, what you expect the riot to do? That's why on the weekends we have wild party, birthday party, 28 people got caught. On last Sunday morning, people in Daman Desa, Kuala Lumpur, a guy went up by nasi lemak and at the bookstore, refused to wear masks. I mean, I would say if we as a leader, I mean, they as a leader, I'm not a leader, sorry, they should have live by example, like it or not, because your actions, whatever you do, is in the limelight. You're a public figure, so it's very important to set a good example for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, this actually brings me back to the initial time during the hiatus, during the early emergence of COVID-19 in America, specifically in the United States of America. You know, you had people from the left wing in arguing and saying that, oh, kita tak sebenarnya pakai mask, we don't have to wear mask, COVID is not real and everything. Are Malaysians at that point where we're admitting that COVID is not real, ataupun it's just about not having common sense?
Now, we are very different from the West. I think in Malaysia, everyone admits COVID-19 is very serious. It's affecting our lives. Definitely. If not, we don't have white flag. We don't have black flag if that's not the case. But the Westerns in America is a bit strange. I mean, I would say humans has never had his limit in stupidity. My sister resides in California, LA. Since Sunday, which is yesterday in Malaysia time, they have to wear back the mask when they go out because those people who refuse to get vaccinations now have affected again. The hospital numbers, positive cases has increased. And it's really, they need to wear back the mask when they're in public places. But in Malaysia, it's different. Everyone admits we have to pay serious attention. So it's very important for politicians, leaders, for influencers. Please, you are the public figure. You are in the public limelight. Whatever you do, people monitor you.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly, because when you talk about influencers, when you talk about celebrities as well, kita pun dah dikejutkan previously, you know, where we had celebrities, when we had high-profile influencers out there, you know, going out just I mean, like, kononnya lepas lah, kononnya orang tak perasan lah, kononnya they can get away with it. But having that mentality sebenarnya, Melvin, is just sad, isn't it? Because you're just selfish, you're just thinking about yourself and not about others. You think that you are invincible. That's the thing.
I guess it's because they have good income. Their pocket money is more than what they've been fined.
Yeah.
Some of these what they find is good. They reverse bad publicity into good publicity. Right. I pay 2,000 ringgit, but all the major news carry my news. All right. Yeah, it's controversial, but it's good. It carries. So I wish I could do that, you know. I pay 2,000 fine, but all the media from online to traditional print media, broadcasting, everything, it will be on me. So I have deep pockets, so fine. You know, it's a good publicity. It's a cheap publicity that I can afford to pay. But then
actually, I tak terfikir benda tu sebenarnya, Melvin, because like you being a media guy, you know, in your yesteryears, you know, being in the industry and whatnot, memang mahal, you know, for us to actually pay any kind of media exposure, you know, maybe print, maybe online, maybe TV. But yeah, you just pay 2,000. Paling kuat pun you pay 10,000 lah, a fine. But you're getting a nationwide coverage kan? Senang kan?
Yes, senang. You know, those days I had people line up to be on the cover girl.
Okay.
Not only Malaysians. I have, when I do my lifestyle magazines, those days, people from of course, from Hong Kong, from Taiwan, they have no obligations. They don't need to say, I need this. It's just, I would love to do it. They don't give up, I need this and that. To be on the cover person.
Yeah.
So that is why media is very influential. And the sad thing, these people who have the offenders themselves actually post their own video or pictures in the social media to be a target. They make themselves as a target.
Okay. So yeah, that's the thing, because like you're looking at the situation now kan, keadaan sebenarnya sekarang yalah, with the Delta variant being so aggressive right now, you know, attacking not just Malaysia but all over the world. And then you have people in the high ranking positions such as politicians or ministers or celebrities and whatnot, when they flaunt you know, the SOPs, the standard operating procedure, they are violating it. Dia orang tak fikir sebenarnya. So it's giving a very, very bad impression to us, the public, because kita, macam you cakap lah, kita yang mungkin yang, you know, we have to earn every single day, we're having trouble financially, we can't go out to earn our daily bread, so to speak. But these guys are just having it simple and having that publicity, having that exposure and whatnot. No,
Yeah.
apa yang kita kena buat sebenarnya ni, Marvin? What can we do as citizens, as
Well,
rakyat of
first of
Malaysia
all,
about this?
Of course, the coming, let's say, this is, people will still remember this, like it or not. When it comes to a crucial period of the general elections, then you have it. But in the West, in England, I think in London recently, in UK, a minister violated their SOP. I think he had his staff, something like that.
Yeah.
And
Hug.
then,
Are you sure it's a hug? Okay.
I call it hug. It's on we are live, so I call it hug. Okay.
Okay.
By hugging is actually mentally calms you down. I just read an article this morning.
Okay.
When people in stress, you give them a hug.
Yeah.
They actually calm them down.
Okay.
That is true, but not in the right way. Not in a naughty hug. Okay. This minister actually resigned, which I respect. Everyone make mistake, like it or not. Our politicians, our leaders, our influencers are still human, like you and me. In our life, we make mistake. But as a politician or influencer, you're a public figure. You make a mistake, you should bear your mistake by at least resigning.
Taking responsibility. I think that's a phrase that we need to use. Yeah.
Yes. I think this is not a culture in Malaysia.
Of course. All right. So that's what we wanted to highlight on this first topic that we have for What's for Lunch is about ministers violating SOPs. We do hope that people out there, regardless of whoever they are, they may be, ministers, they may be influencers, they may be just Mr. Melvin Lam, they may be Mr. Mio Adlan. At the end of the day, we all have our responsibilities to make sure that we carry it out, we follow SOPs and make sure we do not violate them. Because why? We don't want this we don't want this virus to spread anymore. Yes, Melvin.
What if one day you caught me as a CEO of AdNow mobile community app dumping rubbish on the road?
What would I do?
So it's controversial. I so-called champion and preach to everyone, please keep our environment clean. You have things that are not right, just report to us. We do it for you, keep the environment for you. I mean, rubbish, you just report to us. But if you caught me dumping the rubbish on the road, and yet I tell the whole community, please keep your environment clean, kick out your bad habit. You know what I mean? Yeah. How do people see me?
Understand. So it's all about making that doing the best that you can, trying to set the best example as you can. Because like I said, when people violating SOPs, when people don't follow all the guidelines and everything, the backlash of it actually goes back to our frontliners specifically. Hence why we want to highlight our next topic that we have is because why our frontliners are just exhausted. These are only a few of the articles that has been published on the media, but we know for a fact that we have been battling with COVID-19 for about a year and a half now, and a lot of frontliners, a lot of doctors, they are having so much struggle in this because this apparently is a never-ending thing that is happening right now. We are running out of we're having a shortage of things that can be used, appliances, or should I say, medical necessities like oxygen tanks or even ICU machines and whatnot. We are getting in a position where all of the hospitals are at a critical moment right now where all the beds are being occupied. Seriously speaking, it's just that it's so much for the frontliners to bear. And that's why I think, Melvin, things need to be done. Things need to be done, Melvin.
Yes. Even the cops have no place to put them, their bodies. And people, as I read articles, a row of when Janaya that goes to
Janazah. Janaya or Janazah?
That's those vans that put the dead body. They actually queue up to go to the cemetery, Muslim cemetery.
Yes, I saw that. Yes.
Yeah. So there's about a dozen of them queuing up to take their turns to be buried. And cops, I saw that on the floor because there's no room for them. And I want to share my experience yesterday. We went to the same center for our second vaccinations. I text you and I'll give you a voice. They say, hey, it's very jammed. Better we park somewhere so we can walk over. All right, the roads are congested. You know? I was quite so-called stressed out because it was 4:30 yesterday. It was a hot day, and I parked quite far away. I need to walk and under the hot suns and rush to get the queue. The queue is long. There's a lot of people queuing up outside World Trade Center under the hot sun. I say, my God, my temperature will go up, even though I'm probably not allowed to go in because under hot suns, the temperature probably shoot up. But then I saw the frontliners that's outside managing the whole queue, advising people which gate are you from. Then I tell myself I should not be because they are working there for hours under hot sun. Why should I complain? I probably wait for 10, 15 minutes queuing up. After that, I go into the center. It's all fully aircon, right? But they've been working there at least 8 hours from morning to that kind of things. So I tell myself that's why we have to appreciate these frontliners, right? Like we should not take it lightly. They are not born to serve us, right?
Yeah, I think you have a very valid point. That is because that at the end of the day, I think people are just tired. Everyone's tired. You penat, I pun penat. Everyone out there is just tired because of what we had to, go through every single day about COVID-19. It's just the lack of sympathy that we have right now, which is not supposed to be the case. We should still show our appreciation to the frontliners. Regardless, again, we may be highlighting frontliners, the one yang kerja dekat hospital, the one yang kerja dekat PPV, but frontliners come in many shape and form. Like, the hospital administration, the cleaners, the riders, the e-hailers who have been, working their socks off to make sure people like us dapat duduk dekat rumah secara selesanya, having to able to...
Today is my grocery day. I went to the supermarket this morning, 8 plus. Those people is working there. When we walk in, all the veggie, all the meat, everything is already arranged. The cashiers, they exposed to everyone every day. The contact points is so on a high level that their chances of contacting is high.
Yeah.
So financiers who had that have been actually serving us, we should have to pay attention to them. We should appreciate them by staying strictly the SOP. And today, also someone wrote, when you are outside from your house, take everyone that you come across, take them they are a carrier.
Positive.
Yes, positive carrier. So that's how careful you need to be.
Yeah, correct. And furthermore, I do want to ask you something because, like, from our side, from Act Now side, August is going to be a very special month because of what initiative that we're trying to do, the campaign that we're trying to run. So in very short and simple, Melvin, share with us what's going to be happening in the month of August, specifically for the frontliners.
Okay. For the month of August, Tun Dr. Siti Hasma, our patron for this Act Now Courage Ribbon, has declared August to commemorate our frontliners, to tribute the frontliners for their services to the nations. And the ribbon that that we wear today is actually a simple ribbon of red and blue together. Red stands for energy, the courage, and blue stands for that we hope the medical fields that actually we can reach the kind of level of vaccination that we can overcome the COVID-19. So we wear this to remind us ourselves that we have to pay respect. We have to do our duties. Do not burden our frontliners anymore. Do not take life easy as it is. Every single positive cases everywhere around the world will affect us. Don't say it's good. Don't tell me that it's from another country. I'm Malaysia, they're from another country. But if your neighbor is a positive case, what happened? How you feel? You tell me, different household, we're just next door. It will come to you, it will affect you mentally and economically, So we have to pay this. So say it's not a month of celebrations, it's a month of to commemorate their services to the nation worldwide. So we have a good campaigns. We're going to have soon will be announced. We are officially so-called launch it was it this week on Wednesday? Last week Wednesday, I believe. Right. And we have more announcements to come. We have the programs that's actually we hope to benefit everyone, to enlighten everyone about this campaign and what we should do.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I mean, I'm totally on board with this because what the frontliners, they need a break as much as they need, as much as a break that they need. Unfortunately, they can't. They just had to, work each and every single day. Sometimes with very low rotation,
Yes,
resting in the
this
short period of
come.
time. Because especially even like today for Hari Raya, Aidil Adha, some of them still they have to work. They have to endure
Yes.
this situation because why? It's because of the nation. It's because for the public. Because they are doing something very noble. Dia orang melakukan ni bukannya senang-senang, bukan suka-suka hati. Dia orang ni sebenarnya nak menyenangkan hati rakyat
They
Malaysia
have
sebenarnya.
actually
So,
the big heart. They have the biggest heart among us.
of course, they
but
have the biggest heart ever.
Of course, I hope someone will argue with me. They do it because for a living. Some people take it that way. I think it's that mentality. I think that is not right. Right? Because they are not born slave. I mean, are we in the kind of culture slave will always remain a slave? No. Right. So don't tell me that they are because of they have to survive, they have to live. That's why they become a frontliners. Right. And then we make their life more miserable. That's not right of us. Well, probably yes, they're true. They have to. They are occupants that they have to do it to survive. But we should not make it worse.
Yeah, at the end of the day, because we are trying to help each other. We're trying to make sure that we take care as if that it is our loved ones who are actually having that difficulty. Orang yang kita sayang sebenarnya yang ada masalah tu sebenarnya. So tak payah nak selfish, tak payah nak fikir diri sendiri. Korang semua dah besar, korang semua dah adult dah, and itu je cara yang kita boleh buat sebenarnya.
My advice to those people who have senseless about these frontliners, just take a pin and poke yourself.
Okay, let's not do that. Jangan kita nak suruh orang cucuk each other. Okay, Melvin. Okay, kepada audience pun, do not follow Melvin's advice because kita tak nak cucuk each other. That was just a figure of speech. Okay, figure of speech. Okay, don't listen.
Then you feel the pain.
Okay, awesome stuff. Itu adalah dua topik yang kita nak bawakan kepada you guys. Those are the two topics that we want to highlight for today's edition. But one thing that I do want to highlight to you, Melvin, is that you wanted to bring this up before we actually got on air earlier because kononnya you dapat laporan yang ada orang bogil pergi ambil cucuk dia punya vaksin, betul ke?
Not bogil. Bogil is naked. That is too much. Okay, but this morning, something amused me when I read the news this morning. I got it from Malaysia Kini. I credit to Malaysia Kini. It says some of these centers have actually reject people because not following the so-called dressing code. All right?
Okay, so they didn't wear suit and tie and proper with proper leather shoes and whatnot.
Yeah, is it going to the ball? Wearing your three tuxedos, evening gown. But my advice is
apakah pakaian yang bersesuaian sebenarnya, Melvin? To your opinion, what is a suitable form of attire?
Well, that's not been mentioned by YBKJ or the Minister of Health. It's only practiced by certain center. So it's not official announced. I bring it as a subject. If it's that official, we have to address the so-called codes that enforce. Make it as official. Announce it. People come all the way. I mean, we are so happy when we have my Satra say, your appointment is at what time, confirmed. With high hope coming here and you get rejection because you are wearing a slipper and you are wearing a sleeveless for a lady and all this thing. I think it's bad. And it's not practiced throughout. It's not practiced through certain 2-3 centers only. These little Napoleons, I call them little Napoleons, that paint the bad pictures of their ministry. Because the ministry has not enforced and made it official. So you can't. If you feel that it should be, ask your minister to announce it officially so everyone knows. What if one center say, today my color code is green, so everyone have to wear green. If you don't wear green, you don't come in. Right. So my point is, you cannot take that, whoever that's in charge of the center should be explained why. Because the ministries has not enforced that and make it public that anyone know. And I'm just now this morning out of when I spoke to you, I was tutored twice by two for first vaccination, second vaccination by women, tutored by women. Right. There were cases men tutored the women. So can we ask for separations? And then a lady will wear a blouse. A lady, he say, lady must wear a short, long sleeve blouse and all this thing. You know, hey, when it comes for tutor and time is the factor, we always leave out our t-shirts, our short sleeves, so they can actually drag it fast and cover and go. If a lady wear a long blouse, they have to unbutton half bit and pull down.
Yeah.
Hey, what if that medic officer is a male? They get turned on.
No, okay. My opinion towards this, if I may, Melvin, my opinion towards this is that, you know, the authorities or whoever it is who's handling the PPV, may be on the ministry level or maybe at the location level, is just about emphasizing the fact that people who come to these places, they need to wear proper attire, pakaian yang tidak menjolok mata, poking the eye, as literally translation as it may sound, pakaian yang tidak menjolok mata, ataupun, you know, appropriate clothing. I mean, like, to me, I have no issues for a lady to be wearing a spaghetti strap. Melvin, my turn, chill, my turn, chill. Okay, I'm talking. No, because I do get your point. I do totally get your point. It's all about miscommunication. You heard about the news previously where people could not do their ICs because a lady came in with short shorts and just a spaghetti strap, entering the government building, you know, not wearing proper things. Even an uncle wearing slipper and short pants also cannot be wearing. It's all about miscommunication. I do not blame the minister. I do not blame the PPV centers. What's the problem is that people, they need to have a proper guideline. As you mentioned, I do agree with you on this. They need to have a proper SOP, you know, an SMS that it's being sent to everyone. When you want to come in to the PPV, make sure you wear such and such, in order for you to, you know, have a a proper method, or should I say a proper journey doing your vaccination. It's by hindering people for not wearing the proper clothing and everything. It's a bit unorthodox, but at the end of the day, if somebody would literally just wear a bikini, would you actually admit that person to come in the building? You think?
Well, first of all, this happens not in the government's day one. It's in the public day one. And the cases out here, slippers are not allowed. Jeans are not allowed. I think,
because COVID can spread during through the toes. That's why.
Yeah, through the toes, but not throughout other way. Now it's airborne. You have Delta route, right? But then you have to make it. I wear slippers yesterday. I got it twice.
Yeah.
I mean, first it's during a lockdown. I do not work, so we try to wear as in the hot sun, something light for us. Yeah. But if you make it official, I have to come with my 3-piece suits, shining leather shoes. I would do it because it's official. But turning down, if it's not an official, you turn someone back. I think that's not right because you did not make it official.
Like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about giving that proper communication back to the public. Whatever it is that's allowed, whatever it is that's not allowed, you may have to spell it out because apparently not everyone is smart, not everyone is intelligent, not everyone is able to grasp the common sense of the thing. At the end of the day, we're only Malaysians. Melvin Lam, we're running out of time. We already run out of time, actually. Thank you so much for coming on to the show. We are definitely going to have you again, because we are definitely going to be talking more about what are the hottest issues that's happening in the country. I'm going to teach you that German word tomorrow because we just ran out of time. But don't worry, you're definitely going to be
very fast. What's late?
Spät.
Spät. Okay.
Spät with the word. All right. Thanks, Melvin. Thank you for coming on. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
All right. That's Melvin Lam, ladies and gents, talking to us about what are the issues that we've been handling today. We just highlighted about, you know, some ministers violating SOPs, and then we also highlighted about frontliners exhausted. And my last comment about the last topic that we actually touched on, very short one, is make sure that you dress properly. Even some of them actually wearing dinosaur T-Rex kind of suit going for your PPV. I don't know, maybe you can become Fred Flintstone after this. God knows what's going on, man. Thank you so much for coming on to the show today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys dapat itibar dengan apa yang kami baru kongsikan. Do not forget that tomorrow we're going to be coming back on again to your screens. So mark your calendar, set your alarms. We're going to see you again tomorrow. Assalamualaikum dan selamat Hari Raya Aidil Adha kepada semua Mio Adlan here saying thank you and goodbye.